Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, but getting back to my point, part of the reason why, okay, let's talk about those moves. Let's talk about let's talk about the reason why that defense has been doing well this year. It's because, like I said, this is what I mean by checking your ego at the door. Bill O'Brien, Bill O'Brien made the necessary moves on the defensive end, and that's for Romeo, because you're the head coach. Even though his strength is offense, you still have to account for the defense. You're the head coach. You're the overseer. So you have to account. So I think making those moves that for Romeo to do, I think telling him that, you know what, let's get a Gary Young Conley. Well, I still got my questions, but he's making progress. We're gonna see these next 7 games. Is that third round investment trade? That third round trade investment is gonna work out. We just picked up Vernon Hargreaves from Tampa Bay. I think making these, and what they're showing me is, okay, maybe they didn't fit Tampa, maybe they didn't fit Oakland, but they might fit here. And we're a man team now. And I think, and all those guys have made what, 24, 23, Lonnie's 22. So we have a lot. And what this is also showing me is that finally, which I got a feeling that I don't know why I'm saying it like that, y'all might see J.J. get benched. Okay. Pat D. Stanley's podcast said that no matter what these moves goes on, that they're going to play Jonathan Joseph. I don't believe that. You don't have a Bradley Roby, a Lonnie Johnson, a Gary Young Conley, and a Vernon Hargreaves to still play. And with all those young, fresh corners, you're going to play 35-year-old J.J., who every play, y'all watch the last 3 games, y'all on the sideline, my knee, my ankle, my hip. Dude, the dude is getting old, man. It was the reason why T.Y. Hilton brought in the clown mask of it. You know why? Because he already knew. Man, J.J., this old 30, last 34, this old 34-year-old, let me get out of here. Okay, so by Bill O'Brien being the overseer and telling Romeo, let's make these moves to get younger at corner. We can't keep, well, J.J., we have veteran presence. For the love of God, please. Look, getting young at corner was the best thing you could have did. And these guys who were cast off, their market is going to be low. I don't know after these 7 games, if it takes to become a very good defensive team, these next 7 games as far as ranking-wise, then these guys' market might go up. But you at least have these guys under contract for another year or so. So while that market is back, now let's see how Bill O'Brien handles this $91 million. But that's another video for another time. But we're going to see these next 7 games in the next offseason of what they do with these young corners. But I like the fact that Bill O'Brien made these moves. I think he, even from over the head coach, like I said, the overseer, we got to get more speed at corner. And what that requires, you got to get younger. Because young players have good speed. A 35-year-old corner is not going to do it for you. I'm sorry. Even though I thought keeping Aaron Coleman was the best thing, not because he was a good corner, but because you needed depth at corner. But maybe sometimes cutting Aaron Coleman was the best thing to do, because sometimes you just let people know, look, your game don't step up, I'm cutting you. So, and I'm going to say it again, I think there's more credit to Cal McNair putting Bill O'Brien like, look, I don't care what you got to do. Every move you make need to be dependent, you need to be dependable, and it needs to be a statement saying that we're not tolerating mediocrity. The days are over. I'm tired of getting laughed at. We are a laughing stock. I'm saying this is Kyle McNair talking to Bill O'Brien. I'm tired of being a laughing stock in the whole national media in the NFL because we don't make the big move. We don't It ain't gotta be the big move. It can be the littlest move that can turn the big move. So I love the play for McKinney and Zach Cunningham. Even though, in my opinion, McKinney might have never missed a game, McKinney might have the big contract, the better player is Zach Cunningham, clearly. More speed, more agile, can hit sideline to sideline. Y'all watch that game against Jacksonville? Man, Zach Cunningham terrorized Leonard Fournette. You know, to me, that was a collective effort by the defense. That play when Zach Cunningham shot the gap and he just ram shot Leonard Fournette, I said, okay. Now he's starting to make that next step. Now he's starting to make that next step. Now he's starting to Zach Cunningham started to make those strides where we knew he had range, we knew he had agile. But he had to kind of bulk up, and he's really done a good job in that. Credit the defensive staff for laying down the importance to him, saying, hey, man, you might be a linebacker with speed, but we have to get you stronger so you can not just fill the hole and make tackle, but make your presence feel known. And I think he's done a great job with changing his body. So, and we got to give credit to the D-line. Now, y'all know Watkins and DJ Reader and Brandon Dunn, and now they just require Joel Heath again. They're never going to be the greatest D-line, but they can be the greatest D-line as far as doing their assignment. See, that's what I talked about when it came to JJ. And I love JJ Watt. Hall of Famer, no doubt in my mind. But this is maybe a good thing for the Texans to see. No one wants to see JJ on IR, but maybe it's a good thing, and I'm going to tell you why. And I've talked about this in the past, y'all, but I'll bring it up again. JJ Watt never played assignment football. I don't care what y'all tell me. Technique has always been bad. I was just telling somebody this the other day. What made JJ so good was the fact that, okay, the man was 6'5", 6'5.5", very long on with like a 7-foot wingspan. The man didn't really have to do a lot because he was so freakily athletic. He was so overpowering. If y'all notice, when it came to pass rush, he had the swim move, his patent swim move, and he had that rip. Why? Because he didn't really have to do a spin move. He did one spin move on Blake Bortles, but it's Blake Bortles. But that's how I was comparing Clowney and JJ. Clowney would never be the pass rusher that JJ is or was. Never be. But what made Clowney so good, because he's freakishly athletic, but as you look at the tape of who played the assignment more, JJ and Clowney, you got to ride with Clowney. Because Clowney, like he's doing in Seattle right now, he terrorized Joe Staley. Even though Joe Staley is old now, Joe Staley is still a top 10 left tackle. He terrorized Joe Staley. So with that being said, I'm going back to the D-line. I think you're not going to see a lot of sacks. Just be prepared, y'all. You're not going to see a lot of sacks. You are going to see a lot of assignment football. You're going to see, because I play football. And one thing my coach always say, do your job. Don't worry about nobody else. Play your assignment. Because you play your assignment, and everybody else plays their assignment, everything works out. So we have to even though I know that was Jacksonville, but that was the piece. We're going to find out with Baltimore. We're going to find out with New England. We're going to find out with the Colts. We're going to find out these flaws. So I'm going to have to give the defense another B+. Because honestly, I like the moves. Like I said, you could have made better moves, but I like the moves that you did. I like the fact that you got young at corner. You recognize you had a problem and you're slowly, but maybe not all the way, but slowly you're fixing it. So I gotta like that. And I just think, man, that the progress that we on right now, we're gonna be better in the future. Maybe, watch how I say this, better against Baltimore, better against New England, because to me, those two are the cream of the crop of the AFC. Not even the Chiefs to me. It's Baltimore and it's New England. And we're going to find out these next game on Sunday and these next couple of games after that of what they made of. Okay. If I had to give an overall perspective of the 9 games, I got to give us an A-. The minus is only because the couple of mishaps with Carolina and Jacksonville. But I can't deny the other 7 games because you could have easily beat the Saints. But it is what it is. Sometimes, I know that was a Romeo thing, but you learn from that. The Chargers games, the Mahomes game, the game in London with Jacksonville. Bill O'Brien and his staff has coached his team up to come through because you can expect us to win them kind of games. So credit Bill O'Brien for that. So I'm gonna give us an A-. And I just think at this time right now, this is a little appreciation for Bill O'Brien. Because y'all know me, I've been very critical of that man. If people know me outside of what I do, the last 6 years he's been here. But these moves that he made to make our team better, I can't sit there and not like it. So, okay, y'all. Let's talk about this game on Sunday was Baltimore. Y'all know Baltimore has the number 1 offense in the NFL. And I just talked about the defense playing assignment football. And I think that if everybody does their job, because to me, you have the linebacker to stop Baltimore. You have the personnel. Maybe Justin Reed can play QB spy. Maybe Zach Cunningham can do it. You have the players to beat Baltimore. Can Romeo and this staff, and as Bill O'Brien, as the overseer, can they come with a great defensive scheme to stop Lamar Jackson and his offense? If you do that, you're going to win easily. But if you don't come up, and then you had a bye week to prepare for this game. So that's why, to me, it's really no excuse. You've had 2 weeks to prepare for Baltimore. It's no excuse. You should win this game. Let's talk about the offensive side of the ball for this game. I think the way you're going to have to win this game from an offensive standpoint, you're going to have to keep the ball in Lamar Jackson's hands. Lamar Jackson and the Texans, in Baltimore, they play the same way as the Sean and the Texans do. Run the ball. They're number 1 in the rushing game. You need to make Lamar Jackson a passer. Not just pass when he wants to. Make him a passer. And this is going to be an important game, too, for the O-line, because Baltimore, while it might not be the old Ravens defense, still have a decent defense. So we gotta control the line of scrimmage. Don't force anything, because they will get turnovers. Marlon Humphrey, Jimmy Smith, Earl Thomas, and those linebackers, I don't know their name, but they're very good. You have to be very careful as far as not turn over the ball. If you turn over the ball, this game might be over in a quick, fast, in a hurry. But if you do what you did against Kansas City, win time possession, you got to score too. If Will Fuller does play, Will Fuller can't be dropping balls. You need to play good, disciplined football. No false starts. Love Laramie Tunsil, so that's my man. You can't have false starts, man. I'm talking about not just Laramie Tunsil, I'm talking about Max Sharper, Nick Martin, Zach Fulton, Tyler Howard. All these guys need to play disciplined football. You do that, you're going to dominate Baltimore. But you sit there and come out like this, false start, then you're going to lose. So, I say, the score is going to be 31-27. It's going to come down to the Texans stopping Lamar Jackson. And we're going to find out and signing off, as I get ready to get up out of here, y'all. This game is a statement game. This game is going to let everybody know the Texans ain't playing around this year, and we are to continue. We are to continue. We are that team that you have to come see, not just Baltimore and New England. We are that team that can say, hey, look here, don't forget about us. As long as we got that man number 4 at quarterback, you got a chance at anything you do. And I think that, and I'm gonna put my foot out there, but I do think that Bill O'Brien has checked his ego at the door. I'm gonna go ahead and believe in Bill O'Brien, because I think he has checked his ego at the door. And these little moves that he's made are now big moves. So, we see how the game go. Try to get my reaction video as quick as I can. Hopefully I can. All right, y'all. This is C Money here. Mr. Cayman James. I holla. Peace.